Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mumia Obsidian Ali. You know who I am. I need no introduction, right? And you're listening to the Grown Man Hour with my man Bernard Riley, heard weekdays right here on YouTube. What do you think about that? How about that? Now let's get back on with the show. Thank you.
All right. What's up, good people? And yeah, we got Game Changer. I didn't think Game Changer was gonna be here today. I didn't think. Oh shit! Yeah, he's here, but he got background noise. Hold on. Wait, that ain't him. Okay, who already messing up the show?
That was me. Apologies. Hello, everybody.
Okay. All right.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's how you say.
Yeah, that's how you
Don't
say it.
pronounce
I can
shit
say
right.
it. I can say it like Morgan Freeman said it. Good morning. It was Andy I met in 1945.
That was a bad Morgan Freeman impression.
Very
You got
bad.
headphones. You got bad headphones.
Seeing as y'all the same age, like you should have been able to do that a little better.
Look,
Somebody
you just got bad
back-
headphones. You just tell the truth. Shame the devil.
All right. Shout out to the people that made it in bright and early. Telescope 3 said, did you mean soulmate? Do you got to put a hyphen in between soul and mate on soulmate? Is that required?
I don't
Not
know.
really. Depends
No.
on went to school or not.
I was busy trying to figure out if it
And
was
they
one
fell
word.
together.
I was trying to figure out if it was one word or two, let alone a damn hyphen.
The one who stole your mate.
I have seen it both ways. And don't take it from me. I'm a guy who didn't go to school. So.
Google told me it was soul space mate. That's what Google said. I ain't know nothing about a damn hyphen. But shout out to Snuggles in here. Yeah, I can go in and Google it. Somebody, hold on. All right, I muted Jada. Yeah, Jada, I think you got feedback. Some way, somehow, for some reason. It's not that much of a problem. I mean, you could, just mute and unmute yourself. I mean, if you don't get it figured out, you can just mute and unmute yourself gradually as you.
I have a question. Is it doing it now? Or what does it sound like?
Wait, hold on. I have to talk in order to. Oh, wait, no, it went away. It kind of went away.
So it's done?
Yeah, I think it's done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's finished or it's done, but I saw a little slightly faintly in the back. Game Changer, mic check. You ain't said nothing yet. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. All right.
I think Game Changer moonlighting on you.
No, he had to. Well, he allegedly has a job, so he said he had to pull an all-nighter working. So
Well, you just said exactly what I said.
he said he had
just
to.
trying to give an explanation.
I didn't think he was going to be here because he said he had to, make up for, a lot of work that he didn't get done throughout the day. He had to pull an all-nighter, but he's here. He's here. Glad he's here. Because, All right. Snuggles in the building with a super chat. She says it would be nice if you could continue the tradition, and I would like you people to drop the link today and see who can possibly make an appearance. Snuggles, you got to confirm whether you're male or female. We can't do this no. You can't keep being a non-binary bear and we talk to you like a real person.
Well, you can at least say she always or he always support the channel. So
yeah, that's true. Especially
the cleaning.
I give it to it. I was about to say give it to her or give it to him. But all right. Almost 60 people in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. As somebody pointed out in the chat room, they said this video is making the rounds, and it certainly is. I was about to do something on it last night, but decided gonna save it for today. I'm gonna get right into it and roll the clip. And that background noise, it really sounds like to Charlie Brown, like womp 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 womp. That came back.
Sound like she's fighting in North Korea or something.
Hold on, we don't know for sure if it's
Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my whole computer.
Wait, hold on. I want to officially confirm that if that is you. So I'm just going to keep blabbing and talking and see if it goes away after I muted you. And I'm talking and I don't hear it. Therefore, yeah, it's probably you. So yeah, just go ahead and give it a restart. All I'm gonna do is replay the clip. Hopefully you'll be back by the time the clip is done playing. But I'm gonna play the clip that we just watched in the back. Where is it at? I'm gonna play the clip and then we're gonna get this thing started. I know a lot of y'all already saw this because it's been making the rounds like crazy, but I'm about to roll the not so beautiful bean footage and then we're gonna talk about it. But all right. Here. Let's go.
We made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally, completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like you knew that was your soulmate, right?
Wow, I mean, so he was your soulmate.
It's hard because I knew how he still felt about me.
He just loved you.
He really did.
And you broke his heart. Oh, I'll cry too.
Been divorced before, my first marriage.
She got a hug at the end of it. That's the funny part too. She got a hug. She became the villain and the victim all in the same story. All right. Where are we about to start with this one? You know what?
Either way you start with this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, she couldn't even say yes. All she needed to say yes. I broke his heart. He was like, I was selfish. No, just say yes. No accountability. But we'll get to it.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, we got to get Jada back in here because she was,
Yeah,
I
she
think
had
She
she
was
was.
been.
grabbing
I
the
think.
chest and everything.
I think. I
Yeah.
don't know if she was clutching her pearls or she was feeling some sympathy. It could have been some sympathy she was feeling in
Yeah.
the situation. We'll find out.
Mhm.
We'll find out. But going to game changer first on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I wasn't here for the background on this. This is my first time seeing it, and yeah, I know a brother in this situation, this particular situation, and people in the chat room was saying he's broke. I truly doubt that he's broke. I think that her spending habits was exceptional, and he was working overtime, double overtime, and all that extra jazz just to keep up. But I'm pretty sure that his base income before overtime was was at least average, and after overtime, probably exceptional, and maybe even put him in the high value male range. However, he had to work twice as many hours to do it than, say, a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that. So it is sad that there are guys like this. Sometimes they're blue collar guys who do double overtime, triple overtime, doing whatever just to keep their wives happy, or just to not deal with the negative consequences. And still, that wasn't enough for her. So yeah, she left him, and perhaps all the extra work took a toll on his health. And there we have the situation. I don't think that she feels any true remorse. I think that she feels regret
Yep.
because it's very difficult to find guys to do this, and it's very so what she wanted is essentially a guy that made as much as him but worked fewer hours. So he used that time to, I don't know, entertain her or what have you. And she didn't find that. It's very difficult to find guys in that income range, whether they're working double overtime to get it or not. So she didn't find what she was looking for in a way to secure it long term. And she's like, oh yeah, well that guy was my soulmate now, but I don't think that she genuinely means that. I think that she's just missed out. That she regrets missing out on taking advantage of him continuously. Notice she was saying stuff like he loved me unconditionally, and we were soulmates. She didn't really say she loved him at all.
Correct. Right.
And people are wondering, like, how do you go broke if you're earning a high amount? Believe it or not, it's very easy. Like I say, I know somebody in this situation. It's very easy to spend money in America. It's extremely easy to go through $150,000 after taxes a year and still be broke. Believe it or not, that's possible. I know people who've done that, whose spending habits is so extravagant that at the end of the year, after making like two to $300,000, they they're in debt, and they have nothing to show for it but consumer goods. So it is possible, and I could say, judging by her personality, it's likely that that's what happened.
Yeah, it was another video of speaking of people making that much money and still broke because of their spending habits. It was a video of a chick. She was 25 years old, appeared to be single, and was saying she can't live off 117,000 a year. Like she was like passionate, like I can't. I can't. You probably can't. I can't live off of it. Like she was like passionate. Like she walked it back after social media killed her. But yeah,
Well,
yeah, no,
yeah,
it's
she probably that particular person. She probably lives in a extraordinarily expensive place.
Hmm.
You know,
And she lives in California.
like yeah, like in California, New York, or
Hmm.
something like that. Maybe even Hawaii. But no, families live off of that. She probably just lives in an extraordinarily expensive place, and yeah, her spending habits does does take it over. But no, families live on half of that. So for her to say as an individual she can't, it really says something. And yeah, it's So, but she's an example. Like, you would have to be a man with $117,000 of disposable income after taxes just to, keep her happy, and she'll still feel broke. And yeah, that's why women like that wind up on shows like this. But nobody is going to pay. Listen, I know how much a sugar baby, an actual sugar baby, costs because
How do you know?
but yeah, no, because I was dating a girl who asked me to find a sugar daddy for her in San Francisco. So
That sounds like pimping.
it may or may not have been. I mean, I think of pimping as something like more street and more, a series of guys.
Okay, you was a high class, high end pimp. Like you didn't hook them up with skanky drug addicted chicks. You pimped. You put more higher class chicks with higher class men. But if you were the conduit, if you were the middleman, you was pimping.
Well, nevertheless, I mean, I helped to screen the guys, but nevertheless, I'm not.
Shout out to the pimp.
That's pimping. You had to screen the guy.
Shout out to the pimp.
Hey, he's trying to do it very responsibly. I commend you.
I appreciate high price pimps. Thank you.
Because you care about the girl. So it was.
I don't appreciate them like that. I'm just.
Well, no. To be clear, it didn't. It didn't happen. I didn't. I couldn't agree on a client. So,
you failed as a
pimp. Happen, so I'm not.
Okay. And he used the word client, and like you said, failed to be a pimp.
Or sugar daddy or what have you. But I mean,
you
failed.
Hey, he was trying different.
Yeah,
he could say he was an ass broker.
So no, he wasn't a pimp. He wasn't a pimp because he couldn't secure. So he wasn't a pimp.
No,
okay.
I'm a bad negotiator. I'm a bad negotiator, or I'm a shrewd negotiator. But so what her offer was from the guy, what her offer was this was around 2007 in San Francisco. Now her rent, which he would have covered, would have been $2,500. He would have also been responsible for upkeep of her car and to provide her car a lease on her car, as well as a spending allowance. So
do tell.
Damn, that sounds like I calculated about $6,000-$7,000 a month.
Yeah, no, it was closer to $5,000.
Okay.
It was closer to $5,000. Rent was $2,500, and like $500 for the car and $2,000 spending allowance.
Okay.
In exchange for that, he would have been able to see her 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was her cost at that time. So that's roughly in cash $6,000.
What was your cut?
$60,000 a year.
What was your cut?
20%.
All right.
10%.
Sound like the Rico law to me, man. I think you should be quiet.
No, I didn't.
No, he's offering services. It's okay.
No,
as long as it's below
I
a certain tax bracket.
I didn't do it, so it's not. I don't have to be careful. But see, $500 was not going to do anything for me, and that wouldn't have done much for her. So she wound up staying with her friends and stuff. She just, she was a girl who had wealthy parents, and she just didn't want to depend on them. So she had options. So it was just like it wasn't enough to fulfill those options. My point is that at that time, it costs $60,000 for that type of companionship. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what inflation, what that would be, but I would say that guys are better off. Guys that can afford that are better off dealing in situations like that than what he was going through.
All right. Well, that's like the second situation that Game Changer described, where it sounded like he was pimping. It was a whole nother situation that we're not about to get into today. But you got some real sketchy stories. That's all I'm saying. A sweater vest wearing dude.
Get out of there, Bernard. Get out of there.
You got some,
those are the smart ones. They will try different things. So I won't be surprised he knows more.
But all right.
I tell you what, game changer. If she's still around, leave it in the back check. I see. Can I get in touch with Cat William?
If she's still around, then she's probably like 39, 38.
Oh no, she's on the shelf. She's on the shelf. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I hope she's still around. I hope she didn't just disappear or something like that. But no,
right.
No, she's not. Don't make it out to seem like she's something that. But no, I'll show you her picture in the back. But don't make her out to. She was a college student, and it's very expensive to live in San Francisco.
Yeah. No,
I had going to Harvard or Princeton.
No.
I had somebody in college who was a sugar baby, so I didn't believe it.
Huh?
Yeah, I had somebody in college who actually was a sugar baby. And also I mentored a couple of girls who are sugar babies starting in high school. So it's
you mentored them to do what?
No, to try to get out of that life. Because they were already in it.
I was hoping so.
And then I had to try to figure out, okay, why are they the psychological dynamic behind, why they do what they do.
Cut this shit. But you was trying to get you was trying to get a cut. Cut it out. You was
No.
She was trying to be a game changer.
Yeah.
No.
Mentor.
She mentored.
Hey, Bernard, I just want to know if they're talking about the same person.
Right.
I almost made a confession, but I'm a pass.
Yeah, you can't pull them out. They have to walk out by themselves. But I was working in a domestic and sexual assault agency, and so I was an advocator, and so it was part of my internship in college. And so, it was just a whole different ball game. I was like, but
okay.
Yeah.
Do anybody else got any more before we go forward? Is there any
and
more
my grandpa said no.
Any more taxi cab confessions? Does anybody want to tell about how they was pimping or hoeing, or just go ahead and put it all out there? Anybody else?
I was a pimp in Canada.
Seriously?
Yes. I was a pimp in Canada.
A pimp or madam?
Huh?
A pimp or a madam?
I was a pimp.
Oh, okay. How?
Yeah.
How?
Huh?
You can be a pimp in Canada. You can be a pimp anywhere.
No, I know it's still a gap in information in how you go, especially as a woman. How do you go from you met a chick who's she's interested in selling it, and you convinced her to give you the money, and then you give her a cut of the money that she made selling it? Like, I'm just like, how?
Okay, so this is what happened. I was in Canada partying, and there was some girls who were always at the same, little spaces. And what they would do is they would be off having sex with guys in bathrooms. They were having sex with guys off into like little corners or in their car. And I kind of was just like, these are the same girls. I'm like, if you're gonna give away the booty, at least make some money from it. I was like, let me talk to y'all for a minute. So I talked to them. This is something they wanted to do. So I said, well, let's make money. If I get you the clients, I get a cut. And whenever they did not perform
you had
correctly.
When they needed to perform, you had to?
No. Absolutely
okay.
not.
I just want to make that straight.
No.
What?
No, actually, I was still a virgin. I was still a virgin at the time.
I just want to know.
So if they were not able to perform correctly, what I would do is I would have to have a talk with them and things like that. Because, I can't be having them out here giving out bad quality kitty and we asking for top dollars.
How much was y'all asking for?
$2,000.
A pop?
$2,000 an hour.
Damn.
Woof.
I made sure that I taught them all sorts of feminine ways. I taught them stuff to do, how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, how to act, how to talk more than they gave up the kitty. So just in case, because there are some men who would not, they would be okay with not getting the kitty. They would just enjoy the women. So, escorting services. So
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Oh yeah, it was a good thing, and then I felt bad after I became grown.
It shows
So how old were you?
positively inspiring, motivating.
I started at 17.
Started at 17. And
Started at 17.
how much was you making?
Well, I'm not gonna tell them numbers.
Okay,
So
you can't just.
it was
More than
200, and
intangible.
it was 200 for. Let's just say, like, somebody wanted. Somebody just wanted some quick pop topper. Then it was $200 every 5 minutes.
What is a pop
So
top?
$200 every 5 minutes.
What was a pop topper? That's what I want to know.
I think she mean quickie.
Quickie.
Oh, okay.
no,
Quickie?
if they just wanted if they just wanted
Some
the
brain. Some brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what they were doing? Blowing with gold teeth in their mouth or what? $200.
No, and by the way, these were white girls. So
Okay.
yeah, these were white girls.
So it's okay.
It didn't change the value because I wouldn't
White
do it with
girls
the
is okay,
sisters.
huh?
Yeah, no, I would never. I did not pimp the
morally, hold
sisters,
on.
but I did pimp the white girls.
You were morally bankrupt until you explained that it was white girls. Now you good. Okay. We had a serious issue with you. All right.
Yeah, nah. I felt real bad that I did it after I got older. So after I got about 22, I was like, this is so wrong. I should not be involved in that life. And so I let it go.
All right, getting back to this.
FYI, I knew about this. I'm good at keeping secrets.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did tell you about that, huh? Yeah.
By the time
So
we
yeah, I was
finish this
for 5
we
years.
gonna need Jesus.
It's okay. I got Jesus and coffee right here.
Yes.
But no,
But hey, those girls were well taken care of. I'll tell you that. And I only had to smack a girl twice. So
Before saints became saints, they were sinners because they were about that life.
All right, I was about to hold on. All right,
I'm still a saint now. I can sell Jesus and I'm joking.
We're all working on it.
I'll do that.
You selling Jesus, fish dinners, and pussy all at the same house. All right, go ahead. Jada, what's your thoughts on the topic?
But now I want to slide one in.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
This was probably going to hurt a couple people' religion, but I was renovating a hotel in 2002, and I had my daughter with me, and we had just approved the contract, and they had this girl from Slovakia, and I was giving a gift for gab, and this black dude walked up on me and said, "Look, man, I like the way you handle yourself. You seem like you're a pretty smooth cat." He said he was in charge of a certain denomination which I will not name, and told me if I round up a couple girls that he would send me some money in a post box. And only thing I had to do is get them ready for Saturday, because that's when the preachers go and separate themselves from their wives so they can get their sermons for Sundays. And I would have to set up the girls to come to the hotel without even letting them know who the person was.
You was pimping out the Nation of Islam women.
No. This was church. This is church denomination, Baptist at that. And so, yes. And I told the guy he was out of his rabbit ass mind. Seriously, I just told him he was out of his rabbit ass mind to even, confront me with something like that. And he was like, "I just thought you was cool, man." And he was a preacher himself, and he was in charge of one of the largest Baptist conference in Southern California.
What's the name?
No, he can't get a name.
I can't do that.
He can't get a name. I've been trying to steer it back on topic. Shout out to
yeah, let's get back on topic. But
shout out to TCT. And I'm halfway believing majority of the stories. Well, anyway, I just read the super chat. He says people get on YouTube. Okay, then whoever that is got the Charlie Brown going back on again. Just mute up when you're not talking. and just unmute yourself when you're ready to talk. But it says people get on YouTube and become whatever they want. So, some truth
Listen,
in that.
I'm from Detroit, and I got a bloodline in Mississippi. I've been around pimps and things, and so that's how it became kind of an easy thought to do.
Yeah, second
So,
nature.
yeah, it just became second nature, and I'm like, well, if these white girls gonna do it, why not? You know, I ain't gotta like kick it. I actually got some pictures of the girls still. So, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even for the money aspect. It's more to kind of help them better them. I look at it as no, it's true, because like
mentoring,
so much
mentoring.
I'm trying to see how this shit get validated.
Listen, I gave them great tools. These women are now grown, still with great tools, and you know.
And you got to tell them the other side, like, if you continue doing this is your route, but do you want to continue? Well, some of them, sometimes they don't have a choice, but they will continue that path, and some will change, and so you help them change whenever they're ready to do that transition. Because actually in my whenever in my small group, there were some mom in a sexual domestic violence, there's this ministry of mothers who go to strip clubs and actually pass out cookies to the strippers, because sometimes it's true.
Nah, they say what? I'm just listening to this shit.
Yeah, and there were just and it was actually a friend who was telling the story, but it was just these mothers, they just go pass out cookies just to see what they're doing, and they made it a ministry where we go to strip club Friday, and whenever these women need some help with whatever it is, whether it's financial help, to get out of this life, whatever it is, sometimes just being kind it's whatever they will remember. So if they want to get out of that life, they usually remember the moms and then be like, hey, I think they can help me out to get out of this life. Because most of the time you can't pull people out of the actual life, because if you do, they're going to blame you at some point and they're going to be lost. So you got to let them continue doing whatever they do. But the moment that they need help, they'll probably remember you, because they're like, all right, I think they can help me to get out of it. But sometimes the best thing is prevention, not to get into it. But now with OF, it's easier. It's not even, it's OnlyFans. Everybody's pimping themselves out. So
yeah,
and I know
calling
actually
OnlyFans OF, that means you spend a lot of time on it.
No. I mean,
I'm just saying,
sadly.
So
yeah, but
it's like you call Instagram until you own there all the time, then it becomes the gram. Like, so if you are calling OnlyFans OF, like you gave it a nickname, I'm just saying.
No, I tried. Well, I guess trying to avoid.
Why is y'all telling? Why is y'all telling on y'all?
This shit is getting real deep.
He literally was about to say, "I tried." Okay, so it didn't work out.
No, let's just say no. I studied to understand, and actually I know why it began. Besides the fact that it began in UK, is because I was doing kind of
try to give us the history. Like,
my
no, we were
research.
talking about you.
I was
like, how did this happen?
How this blew up, but it's just because
dopamine.
Dopamine is a B word. Like, just it's right there, and all you gotta do is just click it. But no, it was just for me to understand. But like, if you're getting into it, you have to give up everything up front. And mind you, men only want a woman without a past. And so I think about my kids. I'm like, ooh, I don't want them to ever know or see anything that their mother, whatever. But that's just me.
Okay.
But no.
All right. Getting back into it now. This whole hold on, wait. I just want to point out the whole dynamic of this conversation has changed. We're supposed to be analyzing this video, and y'all
more money.
Y'all big pimping madam chicks can't pass no judgment on this chick right now.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
We're not passing judgment. She wants the money. We're not passing no judgment. It's whatever she wanted. It's just he wasn't providing it, so she thought she could go and get it somewhere else. And I don't know if she was able to succeed because you got to choose one master. So I think she wanted the money.
She was so innocent with that dress.
That's why I brought that up. I wanted to talk about the.
I'm completely innocent.
Yeah, I thought she was innocent with that dress on, but dog.
I'm the only innocent one.
So the reason why I brought it up was I wanted to talk about the spending habits, how much a woman could spend.
Yes.
You know, like because Brenda, she just said that sometimes the mothers or the church women give these girls money, meaning that they're still broke. The spending habit of young ladies is ridiculous. It's very difficult for a man to keep up with. And that's why the guys seem to be working like, 12 to 16 hours a day just to keep up with her spending habit. And it goes nowhere. It always goes nowhere. So just to keep up with her spending habits, he's doing, he basically worked himself to death probably in order to do that. And then she's like, okay, let me get another one right before his time was over. It's actually very sad. American women are really encouraged to spend like ridiculous amounts, 4 figures on shoes, 5 to 6 figures on purses and stuff like that on trivial things. It's sad. I don't really have any other words for it. It's like, but once you get a woman with that mentality, like there's no matter how much you make, you're not going to be able to keep her happy. She's always going to say to herself, what if?
Yeah.
All
right. Shout out to okay, I'm gonna go to you, Jada. I don't know what Jackie gonna add to the conversation right now.
Don't say any more, Jackie. Please don't. Shit.
I don't have any confessions.
You'll know very soon. Shit.
No, everybody got confessions today.
I don't have confessions.
I ain't got no confessions. I totally denied mine, but Jackie know all about this shit. I got to talk to her and back check sometime.
All right.
Hey, but no,
hold on, real quick. Let me get my super chat. Osama Abdul in the building says, salute to the chat panel. He says, BR and the Patriarch OG J Speed. OG, we missed you on Little Big Nate panel last night. Yeah, you should have went there. I'm like I said earlier in the show, the stream from yesterday I took it down, but the part at the end with Little Big Nate and OG J Speed was going at it. I'm going to clip that and make that basically like a pre-recorded clip. I'm gonna drop that hopefully today. But I've been busy in my life, been getting flipped upside down, all kind of junk going on. But Little Big Nate in the building, he says panel last night. We are brothers up in the Black Manosphere. Did you watch Little Big Nate show last night?
I did. I watched some of it. I went in and I watched some of it, and I even told him, keep doing what he's doing,
All right. The Mac the Trucker in the building says, YJ Speed looking like the 8th member of the 10 Temptations. Yeah, I was sitting on that one.
Why can I look like New Kids on the Block or something? You know what I mean? The new edition of Bobby Brown. Some goddamn
New Kids on the Block.
Way back to the Temptations.
You ain't New Kids on the Block.
I said new edition.
You said New Kids on the Block.
I did say that at first, and then I said I corrected myself by saying new edition. Why can't you look like new? Why gotta be way back in the Blue Magic and in the old, shit?
New Kids on the Block.
Aren't you from the Blue Magic?
You ain't. Hold on. Ain't New Kids on the Block. Old niggas on the porch. That's what.
Yeah, probably so. Some boys to old men.
Shout out to Al Boogie.
Dang, Al Boogie.
OG Jacket is trash.
Hey, man, shit, what you talking about? This is
Al Boogie be coming. That's right. Check out that texture in that path.
What's his name? When the Mac the Trucker said he looked like the 8th Temptation, I was gonna say he looked like the 6th Heartbeat. That was mine.
That might be the case. That might be the case.
I was gonna hit him with that one. I was waiting for a good moment to do it, but the Mac the Trucker kind of stole my thunder. JC the Conqueror in the building says, salute to Jackie looking so all right. I just had to put his expression in it. But he said LOL. Yes, I'm simping. You ain't simping. Yeah. He said, yes, I'm simping. LOL. Don't tell my wife. Oh shit. Don't be super chatting it now.
I know, right?
You're trying not to get
Putting
caught.
it out there.
5 heartbeats. That's a bullshit. They probably gonna make me the one that they. Hey, Bernard, they probably gonna make me the one that throw it out of the damn group.
I mean, the way you be going on these lives, you'll be the first one kicked out of that group.
Yo, bad.
All right.
Yeah, I watched that movie.
Hey, Bernard,
Yeah.
Can I take a new spin at this? What the girl did was horrible. She was heartless. But I'm about to say something about the person who was interviewing her, was doing the interview. She acted as if this lady had just got a dog run over by a car and she feeling sorry for her. She was not saying, you know what, you just as dirty and nasty as you can be. You know what I mean? She was like coaching like girlfriends, like, come on, girl, you didn't do so bad. You know what I mean? That was your soulmate. Oh, all that bullshit. See, this is what I'm saying is like y'all be thinking I be caping, but see, when I get a situation like this, there's nothing to cape about. The woman was heartless. And the person who was doing the interview, if she was doing an interview with a man on that sofa who was telling her story like that, she would be all over him. But she's acting like as if she's supporting this girl in her decision.
Yeah.
The hug shows it. Yeah. She hugged her. So it's like.
Okay, so look. So I would have to say we saw this before, right before we went live, right? And I know Bernard was like, I was about to cry over here after listening to it, but I was about to cry for the man. I feel so bad for the man. He's passed away. Health probably declined from working like a dog for her. And I was so emotional just listening to the lady. So for me, I hear a woman who felt at a time, right, that she needed a different kind of man, a different kind of life. He worked day and night. She worked too. She felt like his schedule. She felt like for his schedule, he should have been making more money, right? I thought it was interesting that time was not her issue. A lot of women have an issue with how much time a man has to spend at work because they make a certain amount of money, but time just wasn't her issue. So that means she was okay with not seeing him as much. She just wanted the money. Now, randomly, I thought she was going to take accountability, but she seemed to say what she did wrong, but then make it seem like it was kind of inevitable. Like she did it wrong, but she had no choice. Like she mentioned her and him had, they made mistakes, right? Though she seems to be the one that made the mistake because now he's gone and she misses him. She had, what'd she say? She had love, kindness, understanding, and all the support that she could have ever wanted. I started to tear up just a little more because I was thinking like, wait, so that means that you got all that and his money and it was not enough. Like she got the very best out of that man and she took that for granted. She understood she shouldn't have been, not shouldn't have been. She understood that she should have been a better wife. And I'm sure that a bigger part of her feels bad that he's gone because he still took care of her after divorce. I think we can agree on that part. He probably still took care of her, and now that she's not being babied and spoiled in her life, all of that is over. She said that they were soulmates, but that I don't know how she even fixed her mouth to say soulmates. Soulmates don't divorce over money. Soulmates know how to rekindle. They did not rekindle before he died, and I'm happy that they didn't because that's horrible. I mean,
the man died.
The man died, and she took care of the son. They took care of the son they had, or her son. She didn't really say, but she understood she
No,
was
it was more
selfish.
than likely. I would say it was
I
more
think
than
it was
likely
her
just
child.
her son, because she would have said he loved
Yeah.
us, or
Yeah.
he loved our child. And
Our.
she
What she did
separated.
is she didn't say our child or anything. She said David. So that
Yeah.
might have just been
Been her
like
child.
I've had times where I've said, I talk to people, and if we know each other, or if I'm thinking just in the middle of conversation, I'd be like, well, he did a great job with Alana, but Alana is his child. So that didn't mean it's not his child. So I don't want to really say that can't be his, but it could just be within the way that she was saying it, and it didn't mean it wasn't his. So until she says it's not his, I'm not gonna even go that way. But she was selfish, and now she's older. And yes, somebody will probably take her, not the way he did, because she's still selfish. And you can tell in the way that she describes it. She is still not investable of even 50% of the type of man that her husband was. Now, the host, again, she was too nice. She was too nice, because sis would not have gotten a hug from me. I would not have hugged her. The man loved her and her child, or her and their child,
You said you
unconditionally.
wouldn't have hugged
She
her, but you do realize just 5 minutes ago you was talking about smacking up your hoes when you were pimping.
No, because a hug is more of
I didn't hug my hoes either.
Yeah.
You say,
Hoes
I
get
ain't
no
love them
love.
hoes.
No,
You
I
say,
don't
I
hug
don't love them
sympathy.
hoes.
Okay,
Maybe a tap. It's like
I'm just
there.
saying.
That's it. She could have
Man,
gotten a
that's
tap.
So,
cute, but
so
You cold.
he loved her conditionally, and she loved him conditionally, meaning she loved to con him. Okay, so
huh?
the man worked like a dog. He worked hard, several hours. He provided for her and David, and she was just too much in the world that she couldn't accomplish that even after she divorced him. You don't see her saying, but I still did get the life that I deserved after.
Well,
She
you know
equated
what?
him like he was less of a man, and that she accepted him and his flaws of being a man. How did all of that he did equate to being a flaw? So, like, rest in peace to him, honey. He deserved better.
Well,
That's my whole thought.
I
That's his
think that the
power.
only reason that
Probably
a
doing better
woman
where
would,
he's at.
hold on real
Yeah,
quick. I
I'm
think the only
serious.
reason a woman will leave like that is if she was getting some type of other offers. Okay. So I'm assuming this was, happened a while back, when she was, young little hot something, and she was getting other offers, and she had this man who loved her, who was working hard, and they had a family. But I think men with money was hollering at her, and she was like, "Man, I can go live this life." Now, granted, she ain't find nobody
She
who.
still ain't got that life though.
Yeah, well, no,
Well,
she don't. She don't know. No, you could tell all the regret is coming out of her voice right now. She
Even
regret
her
it
facial
right now.
expression.
well, Bernard, the offers that she received weren't real offers,
Right.
and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women don't really realize that.
And
Like,
that's why she
particularly
regretted it.
side pieces, they don't realize that the offers that they're receiving aren't actual offers. Like, Idris Elba could come up and be like, "Oh yes, this and this and this," and then you divorce your husband. It's like, "Okay, Idris, take me." Like, "Oh yeah, I have about 30 other side pieces, and I tell them all the same thing, but suck my dick." Is pretty much where they find themselves afterwards. They're not actual offers.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. She
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're offering something, but not
What
nothing
she wants.
tangible that's
No,
going to
no,
last.
they're
It's just,
offering absolutely nothing. Or I
well,
should say nothing more
if
than
you're
what they were.
offering if you're offering dick, you are offering something.
Something.
But
No, no. What I mean is nothing more than they were
Unless you
getting
got a
before. I should
cat
say.
dick.
Like she's not going to get anything
what you say,
more.
OG?
I say, unless you got a cat dick. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a little bit of nothing.
Well. I mean, she's
You
not going to
proving
get
that on
more
the
than what she
show.
got before. She's not going to get more time and commitment because he's happy with the situation as it stood. So yeah, a lot of women find themselves in that. They think that they're going to, leave with their higher tier men who's sleeping with them, and come to find out that he was just in it for the sex. Now it's kind of stupid for a woman to, like, whenever a woman says, "Oh, I can't believe that it was just about sex." If you're a woman and you say that to yourself, you're kind of naive to, not realize the length that men lie for sex. We're on that Alan Roger Curry. Some men actually lie for sex or mislead, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Once, women find out that they're like, oh, really? He was just telling me that we had a future together for sex.
Shot fired. Shot fired.
Yeah. And I think that might be the situation that she found herself in. Like she was, with the guy that she met on the golf course. Like, oh, yes, he's going to be everything. I'm going to leave my husband and he's going to leave his wife and we're going to get together and I'll spend more money. And it's come to find out that it didn't happen.
Yeah, I was thinking, depending on how fine she was back in her day and how young she was and all the few other factors, I just figured she got single and then she probably did have, some good times with some men that had money, maybe squoze a relationship out of it here and there, but nothing serious. And then fast forward to where not a clock done ran out on that. I mean, she still looked good, but she not, she if she, let's just say she live in LA, the men in LA with the big money, they might mess with her, but she ain't the top of the priority list out there in LA when it comes to the real big spenders in LA. She sort of aged out of that LA that LA big money sugar daddy game or whatever, if you ain't even gonna call it that. But so she aged out of that. She ain't got it like that no more, and now she's going back to, oh damn, I wish I would have stayed with the guy who actually loved me, didn't have as much money as these. Hey Ed, I sent you the link. I did send you the link. She's like, I didn't have, the guy I was with, husband, loved me, didn't have as much money as these dudes, worked hard, he was everything I needed. She's just sitting there full of regret right now. But shout out to Snuggles in the building. She says, where the hell is the, I would have played it if you didn't say where the hell. Because I mean, after 3 super chats, okay, you wear me down. I was gonna go ahead and play it. You said where the hell? So nope. You had worn me down until I read that.
Snuggles never guess.
Where the hell? Al Boogie in the building, and she just got off camera for you, but he says Bernard Jada turning show into NC-17 with that top. I'm about to reach. Oh my goodness. Okay, no more women on the show. Yeah, you don't. Just okay. I don't care what you do. Just don't announce that you're doing it. Just have at it. That's your business. We don't need to know. We don't need to know what you're doing with a bottle of lotion. That's
right. We can't see you.
Yeah, we don't need to know that. Kiss My Asperger's in the building. He says Japan is full of men like that who burn themselves out over women. Many go to the Aokigahara forest. I hope I said that right. To hang themselves. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing in Japan. But all right. Yeah, no, it's wild. But Jackie, you haven't formally said anything on this yet, and seeing as it was confession time when everybody else was speaking, go ahead. You got a story. I don't take you to be. I mean, Brenda and Jada was full blown pimping. Game Changer got a few pimp stories. Brenda
I'm trying to save them. Okay.
Brenda was mentoring women who were in the industry. She wasn't pimping. However, they must have been mentoring her because she said that she was thinking about starting the OnlyFans. So I don't know how all that played out, but if Jada got a story, Game Changer got a story. OG was damn near pimping Nation of Islam.
No,
not the Nation of Islam. Okay, it was the Christian, the good Christian girl. The Christian girl.
He had a tie, not a bow tie.
All right, so Jackie, I know you got a story.
I don't have any confessions, but I know 2 women that are just like this right now, and they're gorgeous, but they will definitely drop a man that they really like because he does not have enough money. Like they'll date him.
What is enough money for them though? What do they call enough money?
It's okay, so it's not really, I'm gonna be honest, it's not really like a number. It's like what they can do for them.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's
the man has to be able
so it's not.
It's still a number somewhere.
It's. I mean, it's,
it is. It got to be a number.
That's not. I don't hear a number. I know it's over 6 figures, but they never give me a number. It's just like they want certain things. They want to live a
So
certain
not
way.
over 6 figures, but at least 6 figures, because over 6 figures make it 7. That's a millionaire.
So, right. So it's at least 6 figures, but I would say that some of them wouldn't even be satisfied with 100,000 because of certain
It has to be
things.
over that.
Certain things they want. It's like a guy who makes 100,000 can't really provide those certain things.
But these women that you know, are they like or are they or have they ever been in actual relationships with men that actually cared about them, and they was still like, nope, lifestyle, gotta live this lifestyle, I'm out? Or are they just single women chasing the lifestyle?
No, they've been in relationships with men that actually cared about them. Like, remember I told you about them going ring shopping and proposals and all this stuff. Yeah, they've been with men that actually cared about them.
Oh, these them same chicks, your homegirls, your running mate, your besties that you don't behave like either.
She might show up in the middle of our stream, so I don't know. She's gonna go to the other side of she might show up, but I don't know if she's gonna want to get on camera. But she's gonna go to the other side.
Okay,
but
so
she's one of them. My friend that's coming a little later.
See, now I was just playing when I said these are your besties and your running mates, but apparently they are, and you don't behave nothing like them. No, not at all. But anyway, all right.
The funny thing is, last night she sent me a TikTok with this girl talking about where to find the sugar daddies in Atlanta. I was like, okay. And then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go up there on Tuesday or something. They said like happy hour. That's where all the sugar daddies at. I was like, she asked me to come with her, and I'm like,
was they out there? Did you go?
Go do some research for us.
Right,
do the research.
Was the sugar daddies out there? Hold on, where they? Damn it, I can't get it. How there it is. Okay, because you got to put the camera. Okay, were the sugar daddies out there heavy?
We haven't made it there. We're supposed to go next week.
Okay, you're going, right?
She going. Okay.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I'm just curious.
Listen, I'm gonna go get on Jackie because Jackie kept my pep secret for about 2 weeks now. So
right.
She kept my pep secret. So I ain't got nothing to say about Jackie.
I didn't know.
I'm doing research.
I didn't know WAP brought on that kind of value in 2022.
Yeah, you've been out the game for 90 years. So yeah.
Well, that might be the case, but I'm telling you again, I didn't know that kind of brought that kind of value. Y'all don't overprice it. Might as well put it on the stock market now. Them kind of.
Okay, so since this is confession time, go ahead, Game Changer.
I mean, it's a very competitive market. I think that there are a lot more sugar babies.
Spoken like a real pimp.
No. I mean, I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming because the story I told you was like 2007, but I'm just assuming because it seems as though there's a lot more sugar babies than there are daddies.
Oh, for sure.
Because even a 6-figure guy don't have $60,000 to spend just for that purpose. For somebody that's not living with them, so you're not even sharing living expenses or something. So it would mean that I think people were saying like only 6% of the population makes 100K. So he would have to be so deep into it to where he is paying people 6 figures in order to do that. And yeah, he would have to be closer to the 7-figure range in order to have a sugar baby. I think very few guys. One, have it, and two, have it and are willing to spend it that way. However, there are a lot more women out there that want sugar daddies than they exist. So I think that a lot of girls have a hard time. Like, I mean, they don't realize, and they get a hard time. Yeah, but they don't realize it. But I think that your friend might go to. I think that your friend might go to Atlanta, and I don't know what your friend looks like, but I think that she's going to go to Atlanta, find herself in a company of greater than and equal to beautiful women, and go home with an empty vagina and an empty purse. And I hate to say that, but
she's very pretty. I'm just saying, she is.
What the hell? That's what I mean. I know that she's very pretty. Most pretty women are pretty for their vicinity. And Jay Speed can back me up. How many pretty women come from Wisconsin and realize, to LA and then like, oh, there's other pretty women in the world.
Yeah, they come down here in a BMW and leave on a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, like
6 months later.
I get it. I get it. You was,
to sell every damn thing to get back home.
No, and I get it. You were queen of the barn wherever you came from. You were the hottest thing, in Polk High, and then you put yourself in an arena where you compete with everybody, and then you find out that okay, pretty is not enough. It's you put yourself in a highly competitive market. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not saying that Jackie, that your friend isn't pretty. I'm just saying that she's going to be there with a lot of pretty women seeking the same opportunity. I don't think that she's ever competed on that level. There are people in the chat room who remember a fighter named Kimbo Slice, who was, he was the knockout nigga of the block. And then he went to the MMA, and it's like, oh, it's difficult to compete on this level.
This is what fighting is all about.
Exactly.
They got submission holds and shit, like pressure points.
And they kick too. Shit.
They roundhouse kicking.
A bunch of Bruce Lee's up in here.
Yeah, but I mean, Jackie, it may not happen to your friend. I'm not going to say it happened to your friend, but I'm just saying.
No, I already warned her about this. I told her this is not gonna last forever. She can't
You warned her, but you're going.
And that means that there's another girl out there that is sugar daddy, and she's gonna go home with the empty person. I mean, put it like this: there's gonna be a lot of young ladies who are pretty, who are going to go home with an empty person, an empty vagina.
I don't think they'll go home with the empty vagina. I think they go out looking for sugar daddies. I think they end up just falling short on just. They getting with somebody. It just may not be that exact arrangement that they would like.
Bernard, you're in competition when you go to another state, especially like California and Santa Monica, and you think you're pretty coming from your state, and you end up in a motel room, somebody putting a flag over your head and doing it for the United States.
What?
A minute. That's hilarious.
What?
Bernard, I'm saying it's just like a local singer or a local comedian who comes to the big stage. And what I'm saying
is, the flag over the head doing it for the United States part.
I'm just saying.
I got the rest of the analogy.
Well, what I'm saying, Bernard, is pretty there is not even close to being pretty here. So you have to, if somebody's trying to put a flag over your head, it's Butterface. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but yeah, you said doing it for the United States. That was the part that just threw everybody off. Snuggles, it's all right, it's fine. Snuggles in the building said, so if the Puppy Pound person, you would play their music with no hesitation, but because it's a bear, you refuse to play it. See how you people are. You people? What you mean, you people? We don't even know if you black. Let me come in here calling us you people. But because you sent 4 super chats. Somebody got the Charlie Bound. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Hi, I'm Snuggle. Snuggly softness. That's really less expensive.
All right, you happy? You happy now, Snuggles?
Bernard,
somebody
you'd be wise to find out if Snuggles that's her fetish to have you play that music and you talk at the same time.
I'm not going to participate in that.
No comments.
I want no part of that.
You've been part of it for the last year.
I think that's a thing. Don't they call them like furries or something? Like dress them up in little fur suits.
I don't know, but that's like some weird stuff that don't nobody got.
That's what fetishes is. No.
So let's go to a game changer. answer Jackie's question.
Oh, you get out of that conversation.
I didn't have a question.
No. I wasn't getting out of the question. I'm assuming Game Changer knows what it's all about.
The furries.
Wait, why does Game Changer know?
I don't. I just would
He knows a lot.
suspect that he would know.
I think the pimp would know more than anybody.
Okay,
That is true.
Jason.
And who was your bottom wench? Since you call yourself a pimp, you got to have a bottom wench. I didn't say what she really was, but you know what that is.
Who are you talking to now? I mean, it's 3 potential pimps on the
No,
panel.
it was one who was a certified one in Canada. I want to know who was a bottom wench.
Jada?
You trying to hire her or what?
No, if you're a pimp, you're supposed to have a bottom B. I'm just put it that way so you understand it.
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
All of them.
You can't treat them all
of them
equally.
prove themselves. Yeah, they
no,
all.
It had to be one in charge.
Nah, I'm in charge.
Oh, I'm
so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's the one who started it. So if anything, I mean, she was a top tier, so she had more people.
Yeah. Shantavia. Oh wow, Shantavia Wade. You sound like you got damn.
Oh, I want to say something too.
Purple weave in your hair, Shantavia Wade. Okay, it's sad. She couldn't help get a side hustle, make money from home. Down messed up. I think he's referring.
Yeah, because she said she worked though.
Yeah,
she said she worked.
Listen, I don't care what she say. Like, listen, that man. She said he worked from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can't tell me that didn't generate some money. That's more than half the damn day.
I agree.
That generated something. Plus, if she did any kind of work, so she was working too. She said she was also working. So between her job,
where was she working? That's the question.
Don't matter. Between her job and his 16 hours a day, it was money coming in. So I ain't buying none of that. She wanted to live. She left. She broke up her family. And let's just go with the story that David, as she mentioned, was his son too. She literally broke up a family for just a fast-paced LA lifestyle. Like that's what she broke it up for. She wanted to get a few hot girl summers out before, Yeah, so that's what happened there. But Silver in the building says, what up to the panel, especially oh damn, did I already read that one? Or that's somebody else? Especially fine as Jackie LOL just got out the barber chair, so just what? Mouth tuning in? Just now tuning in. Just now tuning in. Okay. Hey, y'all be throwing me. All right. Snuggles in here says, thank you. It's about time, Bernard Riley. Yeah. You're welcome.
I love Snuggles.
All right. But yeah, we went round and round on this show. On this topic with the lady who did the unthinkable, but I don't know. Like, there's an angle on this, and I heard some people talking about it. Like, they were coming from the angle of he's not making enough money, love ain't just enough, blah 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 blah. What do y'all think on that? Particularly the recovering female pimps on the panel, or Jackie, who's going out with her friend who's she's just doing field research on sugar daddy.
Right.
I mean, so
Jackie, for the show at all, to be honest, I don't think she had any love. It wasn't about money. I just think she did not love him, because after all of that, you know what I'm saying? After all of that, and you still had an issue, like he worked double time. Money could not have been that much of the issue. I think she just didn't love him, didn't want to be bothered. And somebody, one of the guys said it. Somebody probably had her thinking that they would take care of her. She left her husband, and then that didn't turn out so well for her. So,
right, I think she thought she could do better, and then now
she said she could do better.
She's realizing that's her soulmate because she couldn't do better than that. That's the only reason why she's saying that's her soulmate, because she couldn't do better.
Okay, now we back on this shit. Okay, hold on. Wait. RM says, I wrote her soulmate as in she put him under
And
his foot till he died. Oh, huh?
It's
That's
because
okay.
he spelled
Soulmate, like a shoe
SOLE.
sole. SOLE is a
Yeah,
shoe sole.
that's how you spell it.
Oh, so I did do it wrong. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
You spelled it like that?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I got it
I thought you did
wrong.
it intentionally.
Oh, you did
Because
it.
I was about to say it
SOLE.
like that. Yeah.
Well, either
Oh,
way, you were still right.
Yeah, because I mean, whenever it comes to soulmate, I've studied a bit about soulmate connections, and it's a
Soulmate spelled with you, ain't it?
yeah, it's
yeah, I had it wrong. I had it wrong.
SOULMATE.
Oh, you do.
together.
You
But
do
somebody,
have it wrong.
Yeah.
but somebody thought I was doing I thought I was doing like a little double entendre thing. No, I
Well,
just
you could have got away with that, Bernard. You could have got away. How you like it
Yeah.
me now? I shop at the same place you do.
Nice.
what the hell? I can't see you. Hey man, no, cut that out. Hold on.
This is the second time that he has dressed like Bernard.
I can't find the okay there. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh hell no, man, get
Oh,
up.
hell yeah.
Go.
Mine's is finer detail, but you know.
Looking
No,
good.
it's not.
Looking good.
No, it's not. Mine, y'all can't see it.
Oh,
Mine
I'm
got
gonna
little
change
stripes
this shit
and
throughout
stuff.
the whole show because I was
You ain't at
find
the
out
god.
what they
You
like.
ain't at the goddamn Oscars. Why you changing your dress? Like them chicks be
Every
changing their dress
segment.
every time they come out and present.
I'm the host.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what the hosts do. They change their clothes every time they come back out to present. And cut that out.
Yeah.
I thought the host gets smacked by Will Smith.
That too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to smack me.
Well, we got pimps on the panel, so I mean,
Pimp down.
So
I ain't never heard a lady call herself a pimp though, but now that's something different too.
Oh, instead of madam? Yeah.
They usually call themselves that.
Ooh.
Indigenous TV in the building with a $5 super chat. He says, "Shout out to the Lapeef." He says, "Oh wait, never mind." Then he says, "I'm just playing." Oh yeah, I'm copying their style. I made no bones about that. I called that right from the start. I said, "Yep, I'm copying their shit." It is what it is.
It ain't like they didn't take a goddamn chapter out of our book.
Yeah.
What the hell you mean our book? You ain't in.
Well, you know what I'm saying, Bernard.
I do know what you. Yeah. It's a lot of manosphere adjacent channels that are blowing up. They don't got they're basically doing manosphere stuff, but don't got the manosphere stench, and which means they blowing up faster. And kudos and congrats to them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like this color. They don't do good for my skin.
Okay. All right. So okay. Anybody else got a subplot, subtopic?
Oh yeah, I wanted to go off of soulmate, the idea.
Okay, she about to give a Miss America
No.
I know when she do that, when she get all her notes together, she just go on a long
tangent.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. I can't promise anything I can't deliver. I can't say I will make it short, but I thought you did do that soul SOLE. It's intentionally like is anyway the bottom of the foot. But whenever it comes to soulmate, there's a theory or a framework around it. So soulmate, twin flame, and all that. So it was a weird time in my life whenever I was kind of trying to research it. But whenever you Google it, a soulmate is someone who's deeply connected to, and not in a dependent or needy way. And so I don't know if her saying, "Oh, I realize he's my soulmate," but the thing is, if it sounds to me like she realized this after she left him. So, yeah, it was more of a regret, but I don't think they're soulmates because soulmates, you're not supposed to be killing them with stress. And so
you think she killed him? No, she left him. He died after she left him. Yeah. I really
of a broken heart.
Oh my goodness. Okay, soulmates and dying of a broken heart. There's no such thing as dying of a broken heart.
Well, he died from a broken heart. I think
No, there's actually a condition called broken heart syndrome where it's just how your heart, and there are these tuberculi, what is it called? They're little heartstrings where whenever
heartstrings.
Yeah, like literally, like I've seen it a lot whenever I was working as a CNA in a facility where a loved one, like a wife and a husband, one will die first, and then a couple of days, weeks later, the other one will die because of
That's
a
because
broken
she was
heart.
91 and she was she was
No,
93.
because they can still hold on until like later on, but because of their heart gives out because they have nothing to actually live for because their soulmate was right there. And whenever you see them pass away, and then you're like, all right, so what am I waiting for? Yes, they do have kids, but they were together, and so the other one just passes on because that's it. Like, but there is a such thing as broken heart syndrome. You can search it up actually. And so, but it's when just the heart strain, whenever the heart kind of gives up.
Are they talking when they broken heart syndrome? Are they talking about an actual part of the heart that's broken?
That it just tears, like it just. Bing.
Yeah. Okay, but this part of the heart that's tearing, are they saying it's tearing due to some emotional stress?
Yes.
That's what they're saying. I guarantee what normally when people say stuff like that, I look it up, I do the research, and I find out that it's not exactly that. Like when you don't actually y'all do realize your heart is an organ that pumps blood. You don't actually love somebody with all your heart. You really love them with all your brain.
But that's the thing.
It's thoughts and neurons that are firing that tells you that does all that. It's happening in the brain. It's not happening in you like that. Jada's looking devastated.
It just happened with the heart. No, it happens with the heart. Why do you think they say
that's Hallmark card? That's poetry.
No.
It happens with
the heart.
You have to do the 12-inch travel from the mind to the heart. There is a reason why they always say, "Oh, have you done the 12-inch travel? Like whatever's in your heart."
The 12-inch what?
Travel. So you start your thoughts will whatever you're you're thinking or whatever.
I don't know what that 12-inch was.
Yeah, 12-inch travel. Whatever you're thinking, your mind, it travels to your heart, and then
Jada's like, I've done this the 12-inch travel, but not that one.
I was like 12-inch travel.
So whenever if you think about something and then you manifest it, and then it becomes you, and then you start living out whatever. But that you have to create a 12-inch travel in order for you to actually be able to do everything with all your heart and your mind and yourself.
No, it's not 12 inches because what about the distance from the heart to the penis? You see, no, like
I said mind to heart, but it's okay. Go ahead.
What?
Well, no. The reason why I say that a man loves with his heart because he needs the extra blood to fill his penis. So there has to. Yeah, that's how erections work, Bernard. Like that's the heart needs to pump blood to the penis in order. Yeah. So therefore, the heart is a factor. The heart is a factor in how you feel about somebody, and that's how it goes from the brain. The brain tells the heart, like, oh, look at her. I need some extra blood. So it get the pumping, and so the heart is a factor.
Yeah, because that's why we have to look at your heart to see why your ping is not going up whenever you're looking at somebody who's attractive and you're thinking that they're attractive. Exactly. And so that's why the erectile dysfunction, you have to figure out, okay, what's going on with your heart? Why is it not circulating in order for your ping to go up? And so
actually, it's not the heart. It's actually the veins and the integrals that go into it, the arteries. So it's not necessarily the heart that they look at. They have to look at the other stuff that helps the heart. Like if you have one that is not closing properly, they have to look at that. So it's not really the heart that ends up being a lot of people's problems. It's actually everything that use the blood to come through to the heart. So that's what they check out.
Circulatory system.
Right.
Yeah, and so it's the body's complex, but there is such thing as a broken heart syndrome, which is just a stress cardiomyopathy, and that's what it is. And it just occurs whenever a person experiences acute or sudden stress that rapidly weakens the heart muscle. That's all.
Stress can kill you. Okay.
Yeah.
And especially if you're older and you lose a loved one, the stress of that could weigh, on important organs, and those organs fail and then you die. I think it does turn into some magical, mystical language to say died of a broken heart. But no, the stress and anxiety caused organs to fail. Like
Correct.
that.
OG got a new suit.
Man, what?
Yeah.
If you don't cut it out, man. Turn
Hey,
this
what's
camera
that
off,
on? So
and he's sitting there fumbling through. You know, he got old
Right.
shaky hands. It probably took him forever to tie that damn tie with his hands shaking and shit. Like back
I
there.
tie a good tie, Bernard. Been tying a good tie ever since military school. I know how to tie them all. A bow tie, a regular
El
tie,
Boogie says Bernard
even
is
a
a.
loop to go around your neck.
yeah.
He said Bernard is a
Okay.
party hooper. No, I believe love exists, but not just. I just don't. It's just not the way that other people define it. I think
Yeah.
there are normal neurological, neurobiochemical stuff that happens in the human body, and then we put some mystical woo-woo language on it. But that's really not what it is. It's really, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like human beings, like we wouldn't survive if we didn't care about one another. So I
Correct.
mean, so yeah, it's a necessary thing. Like it makes sense that that feature would evolve in a species. So yeah, we do. You do develop love and bonds over shared experience, blah 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 blah. But the whole concept of the soulmate, since she used the word soulmate, I put it in the title. I spelled it wrong. Yeah, I think soulmates actually exist.
You spell it like you would
Hey,
try to
so
find some fish or something.
You think soulmates exist? That's what you said?
I'm
Oh
asking,
yes,
do y'all think they actually exist?
yes.
Mhm.
I
But they
think
don't
it's
have to
the
be
problem.
lovers. Mhm.
But Bernard, the problem with that is, I had this discussion about.
She said, well,
Probably,
Brenda just said they exist, but they don't have to be lovers.
yes,
Oh, what?
yes,
How
and
You can have
for real,
multiple
OPG had
soulmates.
I think you have more than one. I think you have many
Correct.
of soulmates,
Oh my
and I
goodness.
think it's more.
Y'all just trying to justify some fuckery.
No, no, no,
yeah,
no. I'm
and
serious,
No.
Bernard. I have had this discussion
Explain it.
over and over about
It's true.
soulmates.
It's a
It's an
framework.
energy that you feel when you sit down, and sometimes your soulmates are already married with someone else, and it's not like you go break up their marriage, but you can feel that energy. And I have had this discussion a lot of time with different people, and believe it or not, you have many of soulmates. It's just sometimes the timing is wrong, and everything. You ever met somebody and you said, "Damn, why do I have this
Exactly.
connection with this person?" And this person could be obligated, this person could be situated, could be married or whatever. And I know one time I was at a conference uh, with this young lady where I was sitting down and we was having a conversation. And I was saying, I'm gonna tell you something. You are my soulmate. And she had already told me she had somebody like, and I'm not telling you this because I want you to break up your relationship because there's probably nowhere in hell we'll probably ever get together. But I want you to know the energy that I feel from you. And I know you feel energy from me because she sit there and talked to me for 3 hours. She was intrigued about what I was saying. So I really believe you have way more than uh, sometimes 10 to 20 soulmates you might run into your life. It's just the
And
time.
it wasn't sexual?
It wasn't sexual at all.
Mm-mm.
It was something like it was like a magnet. We was drawn to each other. We was intrigued by each other. And but it's not the only time that ever happened to me. But I believe people have many of soulmates.
Now, I
It's
don't
the
believe in
energy. It's a
soulmates.
transaction.
I believe in interesting energies. I believe people
Right.
connect through energies, but I
Right.
don't believe that people have numerous soulmates. I don't believe in
Mhm.
that part.
What
I,
about
Well,
I
twin
never
flames?
thought like
Because it's the same.
Bernard that
it's
soulmate.
gonna be hard for you to have as many if you did have many. It'd be
Mm-hmm.
hard for you to gather them all up in one room and marry all
Not
at
I,
one
said the
time.
cat.
Well, I thought that like Bernard, I thought that it was SOLE, like single, like not soul of the foot, but like single, like I'm the sole breadwinner or something like that. I thought it was
Yeah.
that type of soul.
No,
Mm.
no.
Like there's
A
one mate.
soul mean your soul.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I know
Souls
that.
are
That person
resonating.
that
No,
person
I assumed that it was
resonates your soul.
solitary, like soul like that. But
Yeah.
That's what
It's
referring
not
to
like
twin.
soul
some,
fish. It's not like you're catching a fish or you forgetting some soul
yeah,
fish
no, I get
fried
it.
for you.
If you change it to soulmate,
You have to say
it sounded like
fish
you
and
was
not
just
soul food.
OG. It sounded like you was just spitting that woman some real good game. Just
No,
walking up on her.
really, Bernard.
I'm
What y'all
gonna
talking
try
about?
that. I'm gonna walk up on the chick and say, "Girl, you know you my soulmate," and then just see where the
And it
conversation
works.
go from
And
there.
it works. I mean, you can use it as a tool if you want to, but I actually felt something. She felt something too, and she had to just get up. She just said, "Look, I gotta leave,"
And
and
sometimes they disconnect for
right. She had to
you don't even
disconnect.
have you don't even have any information
Translation:
about
I gotta
all
get
that
out of here.
anybody.
I'm out here at this conference. I gotta get out of here for a fuck around and cheat on my husband at this conference. That's all she was saying.
Right.
I Bernard,
Exactly.
Bernard, I understand that, but sometimes this is where the subject get way down in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, like deep.
This is one of the things I was bringing up once before, that relationship is based on more than what you see, hear, or touch. And until we start to understand that, a lot, like say, I've been married twice and I've never been in love. See, I've been lucky and fortunate. Yes, I've been married
That's
twice.
interesting.
And how it happened the first time, I got a girl pregnant, and then boom, that's the way I was raised. The next time I got married, the girl was a virgin. That's how I was raised. You don't kick them to the curb. And so that's the two times I've been married, and it never developed in me having passionate love. Now, you're talking about loving them as respecting them the way I was raised. That's something totally different than passionate love. It takes passionate love to keep a relationship together.
So did they not have passionate love in their instance? Would that possibly be?
He didn't have passionate love.
No, I didn't. They did.
No, not for you. I'm going back to the post. I'm going back to the video.
Oh, okay.
So would you guys think that maybe that could be a factor in, like they were soulmates, but not really connected with sexual fun, maybe?
No,
Possibly?
no.
I don't think it's a sexual
I'm not giving
aspect.
an excuse. I'm not giving no excuse. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that she just has an insatiable.
I just think
appetite
she
for-
was an opportunist.
Yeah, exactly.
And she took any
I
opportunity.
agree with both men.
Exactly.
Because she's
I
like,
think
oh.
it's nothing more than that. I don't think that she's capable of loving a man, to be honest. I think that
right. Until
that she only.
That's why I said she was still selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She probably lays her underwear with Benjamins.
What the hell?
The way she expressed her whole situation.
I think that she lays them with Lincolns. I think that she's, that the value of her underwear has greatly diminished.
Well, okay. She did say in the video that she talked about how much he loved her.
Right.
And loved her unconditionally.
And that's what
and she didn't granted it was a short
reciprocation.
video, it was a short clip. She didn't say nothing about she loved him. She didn't say we loved each other. She didn't say nothing like that. She was like, this man loved me.
And her son.
And her son.
She never said I missed him. He was the love of my life. She just said we were soulmates. But he was not enough.
So it can
be do better. It was funny.
Well, even if he made twice as much, it still wouldn't be enough. No matter what, women always overestimate the price of their vagina. And that's because of how aggressively men seek it in the short term. They always overestimate the price of their vagina. So she's always, so when you're walking around with like, what if, like, okay, I got a guy who spends 80% of the $200K that he makes on me, I think that I can get a guy that makes 500 and spend 90% on me. Like, I think that they always assume that the next guy is going to be better in that regard than the previous one. So it's that what if syndrome. Men go through it too, but we're more like, I think that the next chick will be hotter. Like, we do that, but
Well, let me ask this question about soulmates, because like I said, I'm skeptical of the notion of, I flat out don't believe in the idea and the concept of soulmates. So it's 7 billion people on Earth. I mean, there's 7 billion souls on Earth. What are the odds that your soulmate just so happened to be the person that worked 3 cubicles down from you?
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe in the concept of it. I
don't think that people find it. Like, what if your soulmate, gets ran over by a car or something like that? Or what if your soulmate is in Guam right now, worshiping a wooden statue. Like, I mean, like, even if they do exist, chances are you're not going to wind up with them. So it's not really,
Right. That's what I said. That's
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
the thing
but
is,
not. That's what I was just saying.
yeah.
I was saying that just because something is, that don't mean it have to. I mean, it have to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
You look, man.
You have to choose.
I'm telling you,
to be with.
I've been around, and it just nobody. It ain't got about do nothing with looks or nothing. I worked in strip clubs, DJ'd in strip, and I've seen some of the most prettiest girls in Atlanta, and they going to different schools. Them little young girls coming in and that dancing in Magic City, or dancing in some of the other clubs that I DJ'd at. And I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with looks. I never seen a soulmate in there. But I'm just telling you, it's just a random person you run into and you start a conversation, you feel different. And you don't want to even ask for a telephone number or anything. It's just a different feeling.
Yeah. So it's very possible that you could be just walking past somebody and you could feel that twitch or whatever on the inside of you, and you turn around and look, and it's one of those people from the show My 800-Pound Fiance. It could be one of them, and that's your soulmate, and you feeling all those warm fuzzy feelings over this 800-pound person getting wheeled
Well, that
around on a
would be
dolly.
more than one soulmate in a body.
Yeah, and so let me explain.
You got like
That would be
17
like
souls.
6 soulmates in one body. So
Yeah.
you're killing like 6 birds in one stone.
Hold on, real quick.
Wait.
I feel
You
like
got it backwards,
I think
OG. You
yeah.
got it backwards. Fat women don't have souls. You
Oh,
got
okay. They only have lard in their body.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have souls like regular humans.
There's not enough room. That's what you're saying.
No, I think okay. So soulmates, the way you kind of how you initially meet them, and you can think about this. The way you initially meet them is actually whenever you're generating a thought and also your own internal struggle. Somebody will come and tell you something that you were thinking, you're trying to figure out how to actually answer, and then all of a sudden you strike up a conversation, and then you end up solving your own problem through somebody who you're talking to. And so they start mentoring you, and so they start coaching you. That's a type of a soulmate, because you're
connected.
Your thought, yeah, you're connected, and also you're trying to figure out something in life. Because I've had so many people, well, it's because I do believe there's a spiritual realm, the angelic world. But whenever I do struggle with certain things, and I'm, going about my day or whatever, some people will start blessing me, like, oh, bless you. Oh, do you need some help? And then all of a sudden, I call them messengers. And so they're starting to give me certain confirmation of what I'm trying to accomplish, whatever that is. And the recent, I guess, connection, you can say, I don't know what to call it, a soulmate, or as I call them, messengers. Whenever I was at Daytona, a guy was asking me, it was an older gentleman, a grandpa, he called himself.
Sugar daddy?
He was, no, he was vacationing with his wife, and
I want to get this story out one way or the other.
Right.
No, we about to put Brenda on the spot while she on here with all this Deepak Chopra own network shit. What you about to finally have to do? What you about to finally have to do? Yep. Blah 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 blah. Tell us the story. Why did you used to hate men? That's what we want to know.
No, Brenda, don't do it.
No.
They're gonna drag you, girl. They're gonna drag you.
Don't do it, Brenda. Look, time out.
They trying to save
remember, the same. Anyway, a lot has happened, but no.
Thank you.
He was very. He told me all I had to do. He gave me a $2 bill saying that, oh, this is, yeah. I'm telling you, like,
nobody wants.
Okay.
What's the story?
Yeah, no. So, he was like, "Oh, are you competing today?" Because we had.
Wait, what did he give you a $2 bill for?
Because he had asked me, like, what was I doing with my life? Remember, I called them messengers, and then I was like, well, I'm trying to figure out, continue pursuing nursing or trying to take a whole different route of whatever I'm trying to do. And then I couldn't get my words out. And so he was like, all right, I'm here's a $2 bill because it resembles luck and just carry it with you. And a lot of fortune will come along. And so I was like, that's interesting. And I had my significant other on my phone. But I was just getting to know him. And then he was traveling with his wife in a Corvette because I really love Corvettes. I want to have one and
Brenda,
whatever.
one thing.
But eventually,
Brenda, one
yeah.
thing. Could you lay down on the bed and tell us this?
No, but he
Go
gave
ahead.
me the confirmation I was looking for in the sense of
baby.
no. Because I was trying to figure out whatever I told you in the back chat. Like I've been through, yeah. And so,
was it the messenger or the guy who gave you this $2?
Yeah, Brenda, plead the fifth.
He's like, this resembles good fortune, like good luck.
This messenger,
like,
this wasn't somebody
money.
this wasn't somebody you were with, right?
No, it was just a random person.
Okay.
Never exchanged my only name, and I never exchanged any information or anything like that. Like he just gave me a $2 bill, and he said this resembles good fortune because I like, and so, but that's a connection. But I was
I'm
also
sorry, I read
something.
something.
Yeah, but anyway.
All right, what's going on? Was it from? Hold on, real quick. A story to tell in the building says OG is live streaming straight from 1965 Autobahn Ballroom. I hope I said that right. That's where
Malcolm X was.
Yeah.
If he gonna say that, he might as well say, "Get your hand out of my pocket." That was the goal.
Yeah. That's where I was gonna go with it. But
potential sponsor. Yeah.
Was this a funny comment? He said, "Brothers, listen closely to these females. If you think they aren't tapping into the spiritual realm for all things, you better think again."
I'm not a witch. He's trying to call us witches.
Okay.
I'm not a witch. I'm a seer. I'm not a witch.
No, I think
you a what?
I'm a seer.
What is a seer?
I think he used a double word because he didn't want to use the B word. So I don't know.
Oh, I hope not.
What is a seer?
A spiritual person that can see certain things.
That can see certain things.
Yep, see certain things, certain directions within people.
Oh,
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the male counterpart of that?
A seer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a male or a female swap to it. They're all called seers. You usually hear them in certain type of religions. Sometimes you may hear it in Christianity, possibly.
Yeah, or mediums. Mediums also act in a certain way, but they're the ones who get the connection through the realm. But there are different types of people. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I've been this way all my life. So.
Well, you ever heard of?
You see dead people?
But
I'm joking.
That's why
see, she said mediums, so I don't see dead people. So she said mediums, but no, I don't.
He's just like, ain't playing the dead shit.
No,
I don't see dead
mediums
people. I will say this though. I have had
they communicate with the
dead. I have had certain things come to me at certain times. No, I ain't even gonna get into that. And I'll just say I've seen some things and realized that these people were deceased, and I could, I'll give you an example. My uncle, he was messing around with a lady, and one day I had this dream, and I woke up and I was talking to my mom them, and I was like, such and such is going on, and him and this lady got into it, and her mother shot him. And so my mother was like, what? No, you just having a bad dream. But then called like an hour later, and they were like, they found Uncle Billy in the ditch and things like that. So I was kind of able to help them figure out who these people looked like and who they were. And it was a woman he was messing with and his mother, and they were frequenting at the bar. So
so you was on some Sylvia. You was on some Sylvia Brown type stuff.
Hey, I don't even know who that is. But I don't know. But I didn't see dead people talking to me. It's just I saw it happen. So it's like that.
And
Did you grow up in Eve's Bayou?
Say it again.
Did you grow up in Eve's Bayou?
Oh no, like the movie, no.
Okay.
No. So, but I've had these things happen. My sister's best friend and her mom were in a car accident, but my mother and my sister were headed out of town. So naturally, I was thinking it was them and not somebody else. But a couple of days later, we found out once my sister got back in town that it was indeed the mother and the sister, or excuse me, the mother and the daughter of my sister that did that. I know that box is spicy. Al Boogie, I'll be able to bless your life. Don't do me like that. I thought we were good, Al Boogie. You always getting on me.
Yeah, no, these people do exist.
Okay, so you don't
Yeah, these
see
people exist.
dead
So
people.
Because I talked to
I'm looking at a dead looking motherfucker right now. All right.
yeah, but
You muted.
yeah, you're muted, baby. You're muted.
Oh man.
Bernard, I'm gonna tell you one time and one time only. You're listening to the Bernard Rowley Show. Please give the likes, get the likes up, and subscribe. Now, getting back to your black ass, Bernard. Look,
Thank you,
I
Indigenous.
understand. So a lot of people didn't understand what you just said. I'm an indigo child. Always been one. I don't know if y'all even heard that term.
No, explain it. Explain it.
It's a person. A lot of people got children that are indigo children. You can't just tell them anything. They go question you on everything.
Everything.
They don't believe anything.
Skeptical.
Without actual facts. Your numbers don't mean anything to them. Anything. They have to have straight facts. Small sample size don't do shit for them. None of that stuff do it for them. It has to be actual facts. Let me just tell you what an indigo child would say. Right in church, an indigo child would say in church, if God was a loving God and he had the mistake started in heaven, why didn't he just destroy the devil? And all the problems would be gone.
Yeah.
The devil started everything. That's an indigo child speaking now. And so the average person would just go along with what the preacher say. You know, you got to have faith and all that, and they go what at the adults. They don't do it in disrespect, but they question everything.
Correct.
And they see things before it happens. That's an indigo child.
What was the purpose of you saying all that? You said all that because
I was saying all that to
you was
say
dead.
that I know they had names who mediums and stuff like that, and I was asking what would be the counterpart of that, and they said it wasn't any different. So then I had to say that there are other people out there who see things, know things, and it's not spooky. They just on a different frequency. They can go on a different frequency than the average person, the human being. And we got to understand we live by frequency. That's why this thing is doing what it's doing now. It's about waves and frequency that you can't actually see, but you know it's happening because you can get a phone call from a cellular phone. It's on a frequency.
Science.
You can call it science, but you still can't see it, Bernard. It's on a different frequency. And just think about if somebody who could see that frequency, it would look like the numbers on Matrix. They would see it all in numbers. And you can call it science if you want to. 0 to 1s and 1s to 0.
Binary.
0
Yeah,
to
but there are certain things that we haven't been able to explain it. So that's why like some people do see in a different route, because I never knew my ability until I worked in a hospital. And so I've caught a lot of my patients before they seize, before they actually code. And most of the time it's not because I knew, it's because there's something that wasn't sitting right. And so I usually get these vibration, what is it called? Either goosebumps or chill.
The raised hairs from the chills.
Yeah. And so I've had a lot of my doctors, because I was talking, and most of the time it's because I I play around with my patients so that they don't feel like they're sick, I guess you can say. And so whenever they're not playful and they don't respond to me based on how I was interacting with them, I usually know something is wrong. And so I've had a doctor who, as soon as is walking in, and then I was like, hey, are you ready to go eat? And then she didn't respond, and so she started going down. And then I was like, to the charge nurse, hey, there's something wrong. And then as soon as the doctor was coming, like we literally grabbed the wheelchair and started running. I was like, I've never seen my doctor run that fast because she actually was about to not code necessarily, but her BP dropped so low. But those are the things that I didn't realize that I knew. And so I was like, oh my gosh, if I didn't talk to her, nobody would have even noticed her. And so that started scaring me a little bit. And so I was like, I can't do this. And then there's another incident where one of my patients, I usually have lucid conversations, sometimes with dementia patients, and I know who they are before even anybody knows that they have dementia. And so one patient had said, I love you. I was the last person that she talked to before she even started going downhill. And so I was like, I love you too. You ready to go eat? She's like, no. And then the next thing I knew, we ended up losing her in 3 days. So.
I'm gonna tell you something you can't argue with. Go give you proof right now.
OG talking
very
about proof.
Soon, very soon you gonna be very successful. Now argue against that one.
I'll be very successful.
I'm not just some contrarian.
You'll be very successful and happy. It'll happen.
I bet you won't argue against that one.
I don't. I only argue about you. Argue against you when you're wrong.
Yes, you do.
Y'all are so silly.
But we believe in reason. Like there's a reason everything is happening.
Let's get back into the conversation.
We've always been raised to think that these are not that we cannot do these sort of things, and it's been grained to us that this is like witchcraft or devil stuff and things like that. But there are just some people who are that way, and it's not a bad thing. It's only bad if they use it for bad. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. So I ain't never hurt nobody before.
Do you actually
exactly that? I'm into meditation.
Hold on, wait. I'm into.
I think we all can, right?
Yeah.
If we wanted to hurt somebody, we all could.
No. I was talking about with the mystical powers of your mind or your soul or mystical your spiritual being or however. I mean, forgive me if I don't, got to.
I'm not going to tell you that, Bernard, even if I could.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't know where we get it from.
As of right now, all y'all got like chicken, like a chicken
we
bone
all timed
mural
out.
in your living room. Y'all be making that funny spaghetti. Y'all be doing all that stuff. All y'all.
No,
I ain't never made.
I don't do that.
No funny spaghetti. But I tell you what, I can make.
Okay, just for the record, I said they be making that funny spaghetti. Jackie, the only one that denied it. Jada turned her camera off. Brenda went on mute.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. No. I don't do the spaghetti. All right, I don't do the spaghetti. I don't do the wine. I don't do. No, I think that is. I don't. Man, I'm gonna shut up on that one. I don't do it. Let's just say it that way.
But now look at that woman. Does she look like she had to make any kind of spaghettis?
Who you talking about, Brenda?
Brenda.
You don't think she got to make no spaghetti?
No. Just a smile.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Before we get out of here, we might make this a 2-hour show. This is definitely a fun one. I got the link in the chat. Actually, I sent the email to a lot more people this time around, but we may get out of here early because, like I said, I didn't have any backup topics after we exhaust the main topic. I didn't have any backup topics on deck ready to go, so we may make this a shorter one because y'all yeah. Jackie, her back be hurting, and OG, his everything be hurting. He get up, get click, 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 all his bones cracking. He can't sit down for too long. So we might end this.
I know, but now it's been better. I've been using the Axe grease lately. I've been going to some of the salvage yard and getting old Axe grease out of the rims, and it works on your knees and your joints and stuff like that.
I
So.
don't hear about.
And it makes your skin color look good.
It do?
Yes, sir.
Is it working for you?
Well, what I say, Bernard, my cameras don't blow out. Next week,
that's the camera.
That's the camera. Yeah, that's that camera putting that haze. I'm not aiming it. You're putting that haze.
The camera is why you looking that bad. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
all
sir.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
it. I be messing with. No, OG look good for his age. I'm still gonna talk to him like I'm still gonna talk to him like he look 117 years old. But he look.
But you know, Bernard,
he look good for his age. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, you ain't gonna front. Don't front. What you drinking in that cup, bro?
This is some cold coffee. I got a warm. My coffee done got cold on me.
Don't put that cup in the microwave, please.
Oh no, I can't. I don't look like that go. It don't look like it go in the microwave. All right, Game Changer ain't said nothing in a while. You got any final thoughts, Game Changer? Or are you pretending to be working right now?
No, I'm not pretending to be working.
You just not working.
But as far as final thoughts, fellas, it's $40. So whatever this chick is talking about, like if you find yourself in a position to where you have to work double and triple overtime, and you begging the boss for extra work, and then you doing Uber on the side, fellas, it's $40 elsewhere. You don't have to put up with this crap.
You're talking about catching a flight and going to pay $40 in Bangladesh for some cooch. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I did a show a couple years ago.
But the flight costs money.
You don't catch a flight when you can pay. If it's $40 anywhere else, then you ain't really got to catch a flight for that, is it?
Okay, well, I mean, for your girls in Canada, it was $1,000.
It was $2,000 per hour.
$2,000. Yeah.
And they paid it. So some people gonna pay for what they want.
This is a weird part of this always happens whenever it's a panel and the men start talking about tricking on women overseas. Whenever it's sisters on the panel, they get a little uneasy about that. Like they almost say, if you're gonna be tricking, you need to keep that money in the community. You need to trick on our women.
No. I just he said $40.
Trick on us.
He said it's $40 anywhere. I'm not mad at it. I've heard the 40. What is the 40 joke? What I was saying is why take a flight if it's $40 anywhere? Don't tell them to take a flight.
No, it's not. It's not in Canada. Apparently, it's $2,000. And the Dominican
if it was under me, yes. But what I'm saying is, if it's $40, I'm not negating that it could cost $40 because you can go anywhere and get it for free. I'm just saying, don't tell people to catch a flight. Just save the money, right?
I think his point is that
you're not saving money because the flight don't cost $2,000 and you're there for more than one night.
Well, you said it's $40 to get Kitty. You ain't got to pay a flight to get to Kitty.
Time out. I think he's saying that it's $40 over there. I don't think he's saying it's $40 over here. Now I don't know the going rate over here, but I'm assuming it's more than 40.
Oh, so just so you know, Jada, just so you know, the $40, because I interviewed prostitutes from the Dominican for my show, and I asked them how much was it for sex, and they said $40, 2,000 pesos, which equals $40. And it was two of them. So I don't know Spanish, but I'm assuming that was the cost for both. It was a package deal. I'm assuming. So that's the going rate, at least in that place in that time. I think I did this like 2 years ago.
Wow.
It still should be in my show on my channel. So that's the going price there. And I'm just saying, like, if you feel the need, then that's a far superior deal than the $2,000, or $200 for 5 minute type deal that they were talking about. There's better deals out there, and it's also a superior deal, and this is more important than the deal that the brother who worked himself to death was getting. It's a far superior deal than that. You know, because if he makes $40 an hour, then just work an hour and then, you know.
Well, I don't know if those two comparisons connect, because I mean he loved her and wanted a family. So I mean he was a family man doing what he had to do to keep that woman happy. He was on some happy wife, happy life nonsense because he was thinking he had to tap dance and do whatever she wanted for her to be happy and for him to be happy. His happiness was based on her happiness. But if a dude just strip away all of his, need to make this woman happy and just bare bones, he just wanted some sex, then yeah, he do need to get on a a cost benefit analysis type of thing. So,
Well, if he needs to make her happy, then give her $50. So I don't understand this whole need to make her happy.
no, her, that particular woman, that was the one that was his soulmate, as they was saying. But no, I'm just saying he loved her. I'm just saying he actually loved her and wanted to make her happy. Take love out the equation, which sometimes is nice to do.
I think he possibly worked two jobs even after the divorce to still make her happy.
So wait a minute. When I love somebody because they make me happy, I don't have this. And this comes from the brothers who like to put it down in the bedroom type thinking. I don't have this, overwhelming desire to please somebody else. So what's like? Explain me. Like he loves her, so he wants to make her happy. Like typically, when I love somebody, it's because they're making me happy.
I'm more or less. I'm in
Oh,
that
that's
realm
probably
too.
her same reason then. She loved him because it made her happy for him to be doing X, Y, Z, and he just
No, but
wasn't
she
doing
don't love
enough.
him. No, if somebody makes me happy,
She know what he was doing.
I love them because they're making me happy. He's making her happy, and she still don't love or respect him.
No, I said he loved her, so it made her happy at least a bit.
But what I'm saying, Jada, is when I love somebody,
I'm not against what you're saying, baby. I'm
okay.
not
No, I
against
know,
it. I just said it's kind of like that. Then I'm
the
not
situation
against
is
you.
different because
Give
she
me a
don't love
hug, game changer.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is the situation is different because she don't love them. If a woman was to make me happy, I would genuinely love her, and I would not mistreat her or disrespect the happiness that she is doing for me. She did, and she does. That's how she differs from me in that regard. Nevertheless, I get it. Some men are pleasers. He just happens to be a pleaser. But I'm saying please others elsewhere for less.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I just think that there's some men where they just get a thing for a particular woman. They get head over heels in love. They will do anything, everything for any reason against all logic and reason. And he was on that shit. So that's just how I look at it. And it's
I
you
like a man
barely.
like that, minus the logic and reason part.
What a man? What did I say? A man who love you and what did I say? I forgot what I said because I was
Yeah, that'll
freestyling.
love you and do different things for you, et cetera, et cetera. But he said against all logic and reason, and I said I like all of that except for against the logic and reason. I
Yeah,
still want a
the
man to be
bad.
logic and reasonable. So
I
that's what
know.
I meant.
Yeah, but the against all logic and reason part, that was basically referring
Logic
to
and reason would make him not do that.
yeah, I was about to
Exactly.
well or not do it for that woman, bare minimum. I mean, I'll meet in the middle and say there's nothing wrong with somebody just going all out. I mean, again, let's assume that David, as you mentioned, that was his kid too. That's his family. He married her. That's his family. And nothing wrong with a man going all out for your family and for your wife. That's a whole nother thing. But I mean, clearly he was doing all that for the wrong woman. That clearly.
No,
So,
but no.
And I was talking about from the
There
standpoint of
isn't a
being a
right
good
woman.
woman, and I like a man doing those things. That's all I was saying.
No, there isn't a right woman to do that.
to do
Overtime is
what? Hold on, wait. To do what?
okay. To work extra hours in order to feed into her spending habits. Listen,
Fair
if
enough.
you
Yeah,
just
that's okay.
A woman with a spending habit is
Hold on,
not
wait,
the
time out,
right
time out.
woman.
That's
She,
wait a
she was
minute.
not content with
That's
anything.
where the logic and reason came in. He was working all that overtime just so she can buy some red bottoms and the fancy purses and do fancy stuff. Okay, cool. He shouldn't be doing that. That's stupid. So yeah, there is no woman that you should have to be working. She don't give a damn about you if she got you working, as she said, from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. just so she could have some lavish things. But all I'm saying is just from a man's standpoint, it's not like there was times when I was married, I worked 7 days a week on third shift. That's because that's what needed to be done. And it wasn't so she can buy a Birkin bag. It was because that's what needed to be done. So that's what I'm talking about when I say a man going all out and doing what he got to do for his family. But clearly this wasn't the case because she left him for more money, and by more money she meant more lifestyle. She, so she was on some. I got gold digging opportunities here that I don't want to pass up before it's too late. So that's what I mean by she was the wrong woman. She was on some bullshit, and he was on some bullshit for doing it for that woman. But there's a scenario where yes, a man can go all out and work from sun up to sundown for a good reason, for a good cause. That's all I was saying.
So ladies, y'all like to see. Oh, go.
Oh, no, wait, go ahead. No, wait, go ahead, GC. I want you to land the plane before OG come and mess up the conversation. Go ahead, GC.
So y'all do is that a turn on to ladies like the guys that?
What the hell you squinting? Is it a bug on your screen?
No, I'm trying to see what's on OG's picture.
Wait,
his name.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I had to look at it too. Like, what's that?
And I'm
I made like that, but I can make
I'm
it
not close to my
for y'all. Okay.
My phone.
Let me make it bigger.
Well, you close enough to put them on the glass. I mean the table. But all right. All right.
Wait, is that a class ring?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, how many? So are you past 30?
I am. People don't do class rings anymore.
No, it's not that they don't do it. It's just
I
that
do.
No, but people tend to lose them like after a while. I did. I'm just saying. It's impressive that you kept yours for so long.
It doesn't come off.
People lost their class rings.
I can't get it to come off.
Okay.
You can't take it off?
No.
You must have gained weight since you put it on then. Right?
You know,
I mean, I don't know with that. I mean, you put it on in high school. I mean,
yeah.
Yes.
So you never took that thing off, huh?
Hey, I was willing to lose a finger when I had to take my wedding ring off. I was willing to lose this damn finger. That thing had to come off.
I can get it off. I can get it off with some oil or something, but it doesn't easily come off, so it just stays on all the time.
Damn.
It's a pretty color too.
Yeah, that's my birthstone. That's my birthstone.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I did the birthstone.
Still got mine, but I haven't worn my class ring since I graduated. It just sits. It just sits on this little stand on its own.
Wait, why am I still on the screen?
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
Yeah, great.
People,
enjoy the moment.
You were on. I mean, it was kind of a popular demand from the chat room, but I actually honestly forgot to take you off. All right. I'm sure they rather look at me zoomed in right here. But anyway, all right.
I didn't use it.
I'll take that.
No. My bad, fellas. Hold on. I'm fumbling trying to get me off of here. All right.
I was trying to get something in.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and mess up the show again. Go ahead. What you got?
No, I was saying what all that game change was talking about. He forgot one detail. You had to kick in a stove with that damn $40.
Stop it! You petty.
Well, hey, a stove is better than what she was talking about. Like, $2,000 a night is ridiculous, and this was different circumstances because I was there for days and weeks. So, that's a whole different ball game. But yeah, I mean, even if you want to look at my situation as sugar baby it's a far better price. It's a far better price.
She earned that.
That's a better picture, but not. I told you with my damn camera, bro.
Nah, you went from looking 90 to looking 70.
That's a good step down. That's good. Hey, what? Check out my wave. Check out my wave, bro.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, we got to check this out. Hold on. Wait. Don't wait. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm not ready. Hold on. It's hard finding the. Okay. Whoa. Don't look like. You remember that Cedric Entertainer joke?
I've been doing it for a week.
Said,
shit.
Remember?
I'm gonna show you how to get them in there where you can go. You can
remember
get
when he said Luther Vandross curls never quite curled all the way around. That's how your waves. It's like they not quite coming. They don't. They not. They're like they right there struggling. They almost about to wave and come up, but they ain't quite making it though. They
Ladies,
almost
ladies,
close, but no cigar. Close, but
hey,
no cigar.
ladies, but not don't have waves. He have little rocks in his head. It look like waves. His hair so tight you can smell his brain.
But no, I mean,
I didn't find that one.
I don't.
I didn't get that one.
Well, don't worry
I
about it, baby.
I just laugh to encourage him, just so he won't feel bad. But all right.
What I want fellas to do is I want fellas to look at these arrangements and marriages and things like that from a more practical standpoint, because very few people should be out there. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you happen to earn like a very low wage and let's just say like 20K, and you work overtime to bring that up to 40, I get that, I do.
Yeah.
But if you make 40 and you're working just to get to 92 or something like that, then you probably shouldn't be doing that. In fact, you definitely shouldn't be doing that. And a woman that would allow you to do that, chances are she don't really care much about you. So avoid that situation.
All right.
At all costs. Yeah.
Charles Merchant in the building says the female which eats male love and her belly does not get full. This is why she still leaves. She's a soulless, bottomless pit. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. We got Sir Tice in the building. Says, did I just see OG with a suit on? LOL. OG is looking like he holds the keys to you obtaining a loan or not. LOL. Miss Jackie Jack has the world's biggest closet. Oh, I thought he was going somewhere else with that.
I did too for a moment.
Yeah, I thought he was going somewhere else.
I had to look like.
Indigenous TV in the building says the $40 is the stove installation fee for the delivery guy, J Speed.
What?
Nah, it was a propane stove, so it's no delivery guy.
Yeah, shout out to Sir Tice. He says that camera now, OG looks like Reverend Good Dr. OG J Speed of Greater Mount Ebenezer Tabernacle. LOL, let us pray. Yeah, he got that old church deacon voice and all that. Yeah, he definitely look like he's sitting on somebody's deacon board.
So his name is Sir Tice?
Yes.
Yes.
And I would always read it and think it say Sire Tice. I don't know why. I thought it was a play on Sire.
I don't think I've been getting it wrong all this time.
I
actually met him in person and called him Sir Tice, and he answered to it. So hey,
it could be right. I just always thought it was Sire, even though it didn't have an E on the end. I don't know. I thought it was a play, so I don't know.
Okay, I don't know, but all right. Anybody final words? We'll go around and do
I don't have any.
Final words. Yes, you do. I mean, Al Boogie bare minimum wanted to see you, so you got to say something. Just look in the camera and say something to Al Boogie.
Because Al Boogie is mean to me. So I am going to say to everybody, I hope you guys have an awesome, great weekend. I have enjoyed being on the panel. Thank you guys for being nice and kind, and even the haters. Just please make sure that you hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. And don't forget the MOA experience with Obsidian Mamiya Ali. Make sure you guys check out blackmanosphere.events to get your tickets so you can see Bernard Riley on the show. There you go.
All right, cool. That was
that's for
all
Al
right.
Boogie.
All right, Brenda, last words.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for always having me into the panel, and the great job, chat. Yeah, I always win. But ultimately, with this video and everything like that, man, just want somebody who's healthy for your peace. And so go find them. But first, know what you want, be who you are, and don't back down. If they're not it, don't be spending too much time or energy or your assets on them. So, but it's kind of hard. But thank you for having me.
Or money. You forgot about
money.
that.
Yeah, it's true. Buy it elsewhere.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.
And Jackie, last words.
Hey,
Hey, that was weird. That was weird. Start over. I'll let you.
You caught me off guard.
I'll let
You
you
was
do
next in
that
line, sis.
again. All right, we're gonna go. All
I
right, yeah,
know.
we're gonna go. Jackie Jack, go ahead. Final word.
Just go follow my page, Jackie Jack. I thought Silver was coming up on the panel. He told me he was coming up today, so I was looking for him.
Who is Silver? That
In the chat.
Yeah.
Five liver. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Five liver. Has he ever been up?
I don't know. He told me he was coming up yesterday in another chat room. I don't know.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was just trying to figure out if he's been. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Silver, the five and then liver. Okay, that's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
5 and then liver. Okay, got it. Yeah, shout out to him. All right, Snuggles back in the building. He says your thought. Nah, we not doing that. We getting off the air. He says your thoughts on polygamy and how do young men deal with femininity from a sexual standpoint, or are your women just masculine sexually also? Thank you for the super chat, Snuggles, but that question will not be answered. We are getting out of here. Y'all done, Jackie?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Oh, gee, don't be trying to give us a side profile look on purpose. That was like, turn your ass around, face the camera, and say what you.
No. Seriously, Bernard, I have more than one. I have more than one monitor in here, and I was having problems with my camera. So when I was looking at the monitor, because now I got you on my right hand side, so I can look straight into the camera. That's no problem. But I quite enjoyed myself. I learned out a lot of things that women can be pimps, and I found out that. The innocent
ladies
ones
pimps too, gonna brush your shoulders up. Okay, I'm sorry.
The innocent ones are not as innocent as they look, and it was very, educational for me today. And but I hope everybody have a beautiful. Oh, look at her! She's so cute. She looked like
I was trying to
Betty
figure out
Boop.
what she had in her
Thank
hand.
you.
Yeah, she like Betty
My
Boop.
my robe. I was
she's
about to
got
put
it
my
going on.
robe on.
Yeah, she got it
Thank
going
you.
on now. But anyway, I hope everybody have a safe and amazing weekend. And all the people in the chat, thank you for coming to the channel and support Bernard Riley Show. And you've been listening to SPWD Speed, 95 degrees in the shade, and I ain't gonna sweat for nobody. And I'm gonna leave it just like that.
All right, game changer in the building. That was actually funny. Degrees in the shade. I ain't gonna sweat for nobody. All right, go ahead, game.
Yeah, once again, appreciate you having me, Bernard. Great topic, great show, and yeah, look forward to more of them.
All right, and once again, thank you, everybody. This was definitely a good show, interesting topic, and definitely unearthed a lot of things about the panelists. That there'll be more developments on that on Jada's former life as a pimp, Brenda's OnlyFans startup that she didn't quite get off the ground, and
she called her OF, didn't she?
Yeah, she called it OF. Yep. And Jackie is going on a sugar baby or sugar daddy researching expedition with her friend. It's just for research.
I need to see if me and Jackie can do some work, because she got some friends who want to do some things, and I would just like to say shout out to Jackie. She going on her pimp version of her journey right now. So let me know how that work out, girl. Let me know how that work out.
If my friends ever get into that, they're gonna definitely be renegades. They ain't gonna want to pay nobody.
You said they ain't supposed to pay nobody. They supposed to be paying.
The people are supposed to be paying.
And that's the show. That's the show, good people. We are out of here. Peace. We go.
If y'all get a call from the FBI, you'll know why.